Well, here's another one of these types of videos. I've done an every monster in Undertale video, so now, of course, I have to do an every monster in Deltarune video too. And boy, there are a lot of monsters in this game. This video is probably not going to age too well because there are only 2 chapters out at the moment, but whatever. This is one of the last videos I have on my little list that I made, and I might as well go for it. So like last time, I won't be diving too much in each character's complex and intricate backstories, so if you're waiting for a video on why Birdley's the best character in fiction, you'll sadly have to wait. This will probably be a 2-part series, as like I said before, there are a lot of monsters in this game, so I'll be separating them into 2 videos. One about the monsters in Hometown and everyone in, well, the light world, and one all about the Darkners. So without further ado, let's get going. First monster we see in the game is Toriel, a loving, divorced mother of 2 who works as a school teacher. She's the main character, Chris's mother, and great at making pies. Azrael is a monster who, at this point in time, we never see. All we know is that he's the older brother of Chris and is off at university. We do get some context about who he is as a person from the other citizens of Hometown though. Asgore Dreamer is the father of Chris and Azrael, as well as the ex-husband of Toriel. He was originally a police chief before becoming the owner of a flower shop. Noelle Holiday is the childhood friend of Chris and Azrael. She's a certified Barney lover and is very prone to psychological manipulation. Des Holiday is the older sister of Noelle. We don't know exactly what happened to her, but it'll probably be explained later on. Mayor Holiday is the mother of Noelle and Des and the husband of Rudy Holiday. She's also quite busy with her role as the mayor, and we'll probably see more of her later. Birdley is a bird monster and gamer, and the best character in the game. Susie is a large lizard monster who likes to eat chalk. She's Chris's best friend and also my favorite out of the main 3 heroes. Alphys is the school teacher in Hometown. Her special ability is having weird photos on her computer. Caddy is a goth anthropomorphic cat monster who believes in the occult. She's also the partner of Jockington and hates Susie. Jockington is a snake monster and is a pretty cool guy. Not only is he the partner of Caddy, but he also makes a pretty good jump rope. Monster Kid is another familiar monster who goes to school with Chris. This version of Monster Kid actually wears clothes and is also one of the religions. Snowy is a student who resembles Undertale's Snowdrake. He is Monster Kid's academic partner and tries to be a comedian. His mother is also dead. Timmy is a student who doesn't really have an academic partner. They do have an egg though, and knowing Deltarune's relationship with eggs, that might come into play later. Aaron is a monster encountered in Hometown's diner. This version of Aaron is notably less buff and he actually wears clothes. Odd. Dad Dragon is a patron at Hometown's diner. He resembles Sad Dragon from Undertale and asks for food with sparkles as that's the only food his kids will eat. Relatable. The diner shopkeeper is a purple rabbit monster who comments on Chris's family life. Hat Monster is a small mole-like monster with a helmet. It is also implied his physique is that of the gods. Ficus Licker is another returning Undertale monster. He went to the diner and sat down before he realized he just wasn't hungry. He has been stalling on what to order for hours. Fire Elemental is a monster who resembles Fuku Fire from Undertale. Like Fuku Fire, Fire Elemental doesn't seem to like school and has skipped many classes. The odd thing is that her grades never seem to drop. Ice Wolf is another monster who hangs out in the diner. Unlike the Ice Wolf from Undertale, this one wears clothes. Momcat is the mother of Caddy and Caddy. She stays in the diner so she can support her daughter Caddy at her job. That's not gonna get confusing later. Tentacled Girl is a monster who resembles the skateboard girl from Undertale. She's friends with Fire Elemental and enjoys ditching school. The Waitress Lion is a monster who works at the diner. She's awfully similar to Dress Lion from Undertale. Striped Bird is a monster found in the library. They recommend books to Chris and looks very similar to one of Gaster's followers. The Annoying Dog is Toby Fox's persona in both Undertale and Deltarune. He is an incredibly powerful being who is capable of driving a car despite being a dog. Red Big Mouth is a monster who works at the hospital. They love Chris's piano playing skills and comments on how sick Chris looks. That doesn't sound like foreshadowing. Chiron is another familiar face from Undertale. She lies sick in a hospital bed so she can rest her voice. Sounds like something I should be doing, but honestly, whatever. Napstablook is a ghost monster who accidentally became a police officer. He would quit, but he says that his cousins rely on him too much in order to do that. Undyne is the police chief of Hometown after Asgore quit. She is incredibly strong and quite similar to her Undertale counterpart, just less murdery. The Wet-Nosed Bandits are a group of dog criminals who are locked up by Undyne. They are later set free by accident and escape captivity. Pizza Pants is a monster who works at Icy's Pizza. He works as a mascot and wishes to become a movie star. Blue Ears is a monster who resembles the ice cream guy from Undertale. He is obsessed with soft served and, unlike Pizza Pants, loves his job. The Warrior is an odd monster wearing an Icy's costume. He constantly terrorizes customers and loves battle, but was hospitalized due to pizza-related injuries. Politics Bear is a monster who tells Chris about the mayor, describing them as an icy cold person. More foreshadowing. Hand Receptionist is the mayor's receptionist. They refuse Chris access to the mayor's office and advises them to do some sort of crisis in order to seek audience with the mayor. Sans is a very familiar faced skeleton who runs a grocery store. He just moved to hometown with his brother. Diamond Boy is a customer in Sans' store. He comments on how Noelle stands in front of the freezer door and gets lost in thought. Briefcase Dude is a short green monster who believes Chris's problems are that of a baby, asking what a child could possibly want with the mayor. Milk Looker is a small cat monster who's obsessed with finding milk that has the best expiration date. Bratty is an alligator monster who has an interesting relationship with Azrael. She's also rivals with Caddy. Caddy is the sister of Caddy and considers herself an aunt of sorts to Chris. She also views Bratty as a rival. Clam Guy is a monster who comments on the appearance of Onion Son. He resembles the mysterious clam girl from Undertale. Dad Cat is the father of Caddy and Caddy. He loves barbecuing and is missing a right arm. Father Alvin is a priest and son of the late Gerson Boone. He comments on Azrael's absence, saying that the choir has gotten a lot worse without him. Flower Shop Lukes is a monster who tries to enter Asgore's shop but is blocked by flowers. In the game files, they are referred to as Mike Wazowski. Froghead is a monster who comments on beautiful singing coming from a mysterious house. Innkeeper's Child is a monster who resembles the Snowden Innkeeper's Child. They ask Chris if it hurts being made out of blood, which is pretty darn ominous. Nobody and the Irritable Ghost are two monsters who are never seen and live together. These two are definitely the counterparts of Minotaur and the Mad Dummy. Harry is the Deltarune counterpart of Jerry. He's a pretty cool guy. The Ice Caps are a trio of red, green, and blue ice caps. They talk about how cool it is to hang out with Terry. Onion Son is another returning character from Undertale. They tell Chris about a song they hear coming deep below the water. Purple Guy, no, not that one, is another employee of Icy's Pizza. He looks a lot more like Barney than Susie does. Rabbit Girl is a monster who is sad that her brother's gotten too old to go on walks with her anymore, wishing she had someone to get her into shape. Rabbit Kid is a monster who wishes to play baseball but can't due to a child dancing in the middle of the street. That child is Rainy. The Royal Guards are a duo of monsters who, although not guards anymore, still don their helmets. They stand together and enjoy the scenery. Scarf Lady is a monster who seems to have a strong dislike of librarians. She actually is a librarian in Undertale, and I'm beginning to see a pattern here. Snowy's father is an unseen character who scolds any knocking at his front door, believing it to be Snowy, saying how if Snowy knocked, it would damage his face due to him not having any arms. The drivers are two monsters in their cars trying to drive by, but are being blocked by Undyne. One is the monster who got scammed by Muffet, and the other is one of Napstablook's snails. Miss Boom is a monster who Birdley works for after school. Judging by her name, she appears to be the sister of Father Alvin. There are many monsters who are also dead and can be seen on graves. Those monsters are Gerson Boom, a famous author, Crystal, the mother of Snowy, Mutler, the former leader of the Wet-Nosed Bandits, and Shira, a famous singer. Alright, well that does it for this video. I'm sorry for that this one's a little short. I just have a lot going on in my life, a lot of schoolwork, a lot of other personal stuff, and I can't really get as many videos out as I want to, and it's kind of rough, so I hope you all bear with me, and thank you for watching.